Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Atria's PNC Park. Thanks for coming out on this summer-like evening. The Pirates won today. They had a cancellation last night. So we got good vibes here. We brought all winners in the place, from boxing to you name it, just in life. So we're going to have a great show. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. I'm with Smokin' Jim Frazier. And I have to give a warning, since a lot of first-time guests are here, he doesn't really talk loud until he gets the mic on what's on your mind. So he's not really a quiet guy all the time, but you'll find out. I'm actually deaf in my left ear, and you'll see why. And we talk sports. We're on Verizon 32 everywhere in the Pittsburgh area, from Nemacolin to Cranberry Wexford. If you have Verizon, you should be able to watch the show. This show will be up and rebroadcast Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8, and it will be broadcast 4 other times during the week. And the nice thing is we also put all of our shows, they're archived on YouTube. I will actually post these up on our Pittsburgh Sportsline Facebook page. I have a smartphone now, so I'll know if we have more likes. Devin, what was that number you gave me? Just say it out loud. 5384. 5,384 in 3 years. Thank you very much. And if you like us, we will like your page within reason. I don't want to explain why Smokin' Jim has pornography on his Facebook page, but he has so many friends that he just barely met. So there's some odd things that happen. Just be vigilant and be careful out there. But we appreciate it. Now, if you have Comcast and you live in Bethel Park, you know it's Comcast 7, only in Bethel Park. We have a lot of fans in Bethel, and we appreciate everyone, including the council, the mayor, Dave Cable, who's our director of BPTV. Thanks for letting us venture out at PNC Park. This is a great venue here, not too hard to find, and there was some parking today because Smokin' Jim put all these white signs up there about no parking. So there was plenty of parking for us. We start our show off with what's on your mind. Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. And if you want the green,
here's the pen. Don't break it.
You got to see
Another
Levine.
bad one.
Hey, thanks everybody for coming out. If you haven't done so already, do yourself a favor, grab a menu, because the only burger I like better than a Roethlisberger is the Talking Machine Big Mouth Burger. On your way home, do yourself a favor. Take a photo by that big statue out there. That's the Willie Stargell statue. This year, I'm going to be the MC at the 42nd annual Willie Stargell MVP. Real proud of that. Big hand for international master photographer Bill Boyce and his beautiful models in the house. Bill Boyce and I have been friends for a long time. This is a very humble guy. He's done a lot of stuff. This guy's in the Mixed Martial Arts Hall of Fame and several Hall of Fames. He got several books out, including a cookbook. He's a great hunter and a great friend. And when you're a friend with a guy like Bill Boyce, he makes you feel like you're part of the team, like you're part of the 1960 Green Bay Packers, or the 70 Steelers, or the 80 49ers, or the 90 Cowboys, or today's Golden State Warriors. Hey, listen, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson were great players. Pistol Pete Maravich, Dr. J, Michael Jordan, great players. Shaq, Kobe, LeBron James, great players. But the difference is the Golden State Warriors are the reigning, defending, undisputed world champions. Their record of 73-9 will never be broken. They understand the concept of team. Team is together, everybody achieves more. Together, everybody achieves more. Bill Boyce understands team. Al Levine, the Talking Machine, understands team. And the Golden State Warriors are the greatest team of all time.
Was he really done? I didn't hear. I did catch a little bit of that meandering beginning. That was quite unusual. I don't know how much you studied on that, but that was one of his different type of approaches. You have to watch some of our other videos, but he still ended up with the Golden State Warriors. So. And they did well this year, and when they do win, then they could be one of the greatest. They have to win one more, like this year, just so you know. I always start with some fundraisers and different things, but the only one I have for this week is we always end our show honoring a young man who died last year, Joey Favis. Before his 9th birthday, he was diagnosed with DIPG. It's a brain cancer. They don't know how it comes about, how to cure it, how to even slow it down. There's just no way. So I end the show with Stay Joey Strong. It's the Joey Favis Cancer Foundation. If you could donate $1 to it, they're donating all the proceeds to try to find out, to do the research on other children that die of DIPG. And it's just a horrific disease. It starts shutting down your body system where you change, your body starts expanding, and it's just horrific, and there's no hope. You're usually dead before 1 year. So Stay Joey Strong. I'll end the show with it, but I at least like to show a brochure about it. So Joey Favis Cancer Foundation. Thank you. All right, we have a rather famous guest as our first guest. I knew of him as Pedro, and one of my fans and sponsors and friends, Mario Tempest, asked me did you see the young man who was on a pirate ticket? I said, yes, I happened to see that. He goes, I know you watch pirate games. Are you aware of him? I said, I'm aware of him. He goes, what would you think if I could get him as a guest? Lo and behold, I get a phone call from a lady named Valerie, and she starts talking about this young man is autistic, and he loves sports, and he's known as Pedro. Then as our conversation continued, she goes, you know, he can talk pretty well about sports. So I'm like, what name does he go by? I didn't even know about Roman because we never even talked about that. So now he goes by Liriano. So I need to bring up the best Pirate fan at PNC Park today, Liriano. Will you come up here? Now, I want you to introduce yourself. Hold this mic, because this will be for our TV. Then I'll bring this to you, and then you can talk. Tell us your name.
Roman.
That's your real name?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. Now, how did you get a beard? Because I had to shave mine just before I came to the show, because it keeps growing. Yours looks like it's permanent.
I don't know how I just made this last year.
So you've had a beard for 1 year.
Yeah.
I like your style. Hold that mic up so the TV show will hear you, okay? Because I'll bring this to you. Can you do that? Just like you are there. All right. Now, what got you started about this? Why did you do it?
Pedro.
Just Pedro?
Yeah.
Did you like him?
Yeah.
You like him a lot.
Yeah.
You know who else on the show really likes him?
Who?
Smoking Jim Frazier. Tell him.
My favorite player, next to Andy Van Slyke.
Smoking Jim really doesn't know baseball. He's an NFL scout, and he's also a Steeler scout. So anything that he says, except that he does like Pedro, he was calling him MVP when he couldn't hit 200. So I thought it was odd for a huge baseball fan to say it, but how old are you?
8.
8 years old. You know what? You can like any player you want. Do you know that? Who do you like now?
Liriano.
Why?
Because.
Is he a good pitcher?
Yep.
Okay, well that helps. I told your mom that I could answer questions too, because I watch baseball. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Good. She taught you well. I like her style. Now, you go to Pirate games?
Yeah.
Do you like going to the games?
Yes.
Where do you sit?
Pre-game, I go to dugout.
Wow.
No way.
Wow. Wow. That's huge.
Roman, that's great. Do you talk to the players?
Yeah, I do.
Who did you talk to last time you were there? Name 2 players. All right, name 1. Liriano?
Yeah,
Did you talk to manager Clint Hurdle at all?
I might have. I'm not so sure.
But you like your favorites. You want to talk to them, right?
Yeah.
Well, how did you get to be on a Pirate ticket? I thought that was the most awesome thing I saw.
From wearing the beard.
That's it. You know what? I need a beard like that. Can you help me out? Like tie it into my mustache and see how white it is? Can you make it black?
All right.
Would you do that for me? You know what? I'm going to sign him up for some future shows. No doubt about it. What do you think the Pirates are going to do this year?
Made the playoffs.
Again, 4 years in a row. Do you think we could get to the World Series?
I'm not so sure. I don't think that's never gonna happen.
Really? You know what? I like your opinion because I argue with, we have another guy on our show, on our Tuesday night show. Last year he said that we were going to the World Series, and this year too. And guess who jumped on his bandwagon? See this guy here? Smoking Jim Frazier's been saying on the show, Steelers are going to win the Super Bowl. Penguins are going to win. What cup is that? Stanley. Okay, thank you. And he also said the Pirates are going to win the World Series. So I have this disclaimer. He's an NFL scout, and he's a Steeler scout. And you agree with me that they may not go to the World Series this year.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? You can come back on the show. Would you like that?
Yeah.
And you know this is on TV.
Yep.
Do you want to say hi to anybody? Because you've got a lot of people here. Would you say hi to them? Go ahead. I know there's a lot of pressure. Who brought you here? Who brought you to this place? Tell me a name.
My mom.
Okay, Mom's work. I'm glad you noticed her. Anybody else with you that you want to say? You have grandparents?
Yeah.
Oh, do you? Anybody else?
My dad.
Your dad, too. Well, you could say, hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
And who's that?
Frankie.
Frankie? Who's that little girl that's there?
Elena.
Elena? How come she's so cute?
I don't know.
I got you. I always ask one hard question. And who's that other handsome guy there?
Luca.
Say that?
Luca.
Luca? You know what? Could they come up here?
All right.
All 3 of them. Look at the camera. We're going to get a special photo of this. Stand up, all of you. Can you do that? Now say your name.
My name is Lucas Scolari.
Say your name.
My name is Scolari.
Come here. I can't reach that far.
My name is Frankie Scolari.
We got the Scolaris here. Well, thanks for being on the show, and I want to shake your hand. Thank you very much, my new friend. All right, our next guest is a first-time guest. She contacted me because she knew some friends that have been on the show. Lisa, will you come up here and tell them who you are? Welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
Here's a mic for you, and to go on the PA, I'll be going back and forth, but that's for our TV show.
Okay.
So you talk there, and I'll be able to do it. Your name?
My name is Lisa Donnelly.
Thank you. And we need to talk some sports. Do you know any sports?
I know some sports.
I heard you're a Steeler girl.
I am a Steeler girl.
Now, you're not from this area originally.
I grew up.
Oh, you are?
I
You
am.
grew up here.
Born
but
and
your
raised.
husband wasn't.
My husband's a New Yorker.
Okay. So who's your favorite team?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
There you go.
Old-time Steelers.
Well, he's a new-time Steeler and a Steeler scout, so at least
Well,
you have
my
something
son's
in common.
a college scout.
Really? Small world.
It is a small world.
So you watch all the Steeler games?
I watch most of the Steeler games.
Okay, I had to clarify that.
Yes, I spend time cooking for the family sometimes during the games.
Do you?
I do.
So you're an integral part of the game.
That's right.
Okay, I understand that. If we can't eat during a game, it gets
Then the
frustrating.
game's not
whether
as
they're
good.
winning or losing. Sir, you can walk to the bathroom anytime right in front of the camera. We don't hold Mother Nature back. That's how we operate. We appreciate it. Anything else you'd like to say on sports? Like, does your son play sports? Did both of your sons play sports? Do you have more sons?
I have 2 sons. One just graduated college. He's 22. And I have an 8-year-old that's here with me today.
What's his name?
His name is Rocco. My older son is Ryan.
Okay. The R team.
That's right.
Okay. What sports did they play?
Ryan swam all through high school, right up until college.
Where did he go to high school?
Gateway.
Woo!
We had to get that out.
He just graduated from Ohio State 2 weeks ago.
Congratulations. That's
Thank you.
great. And young Rocco, where's he going to school?
Rocco is still at St. Bernadette's in Monroeville.
Okay. I can't believe all these people snuck in from Monroeville.
He plays soccer and baseball.
Soccer and baseball. What's his favorite sport?
Soccer.
honest. Okay.
Soccer.
Well, we'll have to look for him at being a superstar at Gateway because they tend to recruit. So they definitely want you to go from the Catholic schools to Gateway, as you know. Maybe they'll offer you a job like they did most of Smoking Jim's friends. Because they
Maybe.
recruit and they got in trouble for a lot of it.
They
It
do.
was
They want the
unofficial.
Catholic school kids because they're well disciplined.
Yes, they are.
I don't know what happened to him. We're still trying to find out how old he is.
He's
All
my
right.
age. He's young.
Is he? Okay, well, we talked a little sports. Now we're here because you told me you're a nutrition expert.
I am. You know, life is about making yourself healthy. And unfortunately, in this day and age, our food is not what it used to be. So you have to take care of your body, and the way we offer you to take care of your body is through an all-natural, gluten-free nutritional supplement. That's 3 simple steps. First thing
What
in
is
the
it
morning.
called first? Because I need information.
It's called Thrive by Lavelle. We are the largest company in the world, fastest growing in the world,
In what industry?
in all of the health and wellness nutritional.
Okay, because you have to clarify, because I know people and have had them on from other businesses here.
Oh no,
Yeah,
we just won the award through the direct selling, the Bravo Award for the fastest growing. We've been in Success from Home 3 years in a row.
How
Definitely.
long has this company been in business?
Just starting our 4th year.
Okay.
First year was 10 million in sales, and this year we'll break $500 million.
Well, I don't know. I take a lot of healthy things. I'm a little bit unusual, like I told you, in a good way.
Right.
And people can follow me and they already know a lot about my healthy eating habits and other things like that, and nutrition. But I have one of my best friends. Oh, thanks. I'll eat that because you can cheat once in a while. Anybody that knows that eats well, you know you can cheat once in a while. But I have a friend, I'm not sure of his weight. I thought he hit 362 the other day. But they said the scale was broken. So that's what they meant, it stopped. Now, I brought on yoga experts, nutrition experts. You name the experts, they've been here. He was a power lifter who was a running back that did a 4.440, so he got lost on the shuffle there. So if you have any products that we can force down his throat daily, because I tried to get him started on green tea, and he does drink it a little bit. I tried to get his pH balance straightened out. I told him there's a little secret, like with lemon juice, you can do it as a cleanse each day. You can actually do a cup of water with baking soda, like a half a teaspoon.
Right.
So he puts a tablespoon in there because more is better. I mean, look, that's my good friend. Except I said some of the salt may cause heart issues for you. So we're working on these things. As you can see, I'm not trying to show how smart I am. I'm showing that he needs help.
Well, we'll take care of them.
Oh, sorry. Am I talking
See, the
out loud?
beauty of our nutritional products are you are 3 simple steps in the first 30 minutes of your day. There is no dieting. There is no measuring of foods. You're fueling your body with premium nutrition that's all natural, gluten-free, and non-GMO in the first 30 minutes of your day.
Is this pills or mixes
It's
or what do
3
you
steps.
have?
You take 2 capsules as soon as you wake up. 20 to 30 minutes later, you mix up a lifestyle drink. They come vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry. You can mix it with anything.
Let me just show him. He's about show and tell.
And
He
then-
won't sample it. You have no fear here.
Then you apply it's called Dermafusion technology. Your skin is your largest organ on your body. So when you infuse your skin with the vitamins and minerals, it's a slow process all throughout the day. You never have the peaks and the lows in your day in energy. It's patent pending. We are the only one in the world to develop it. And you can put them anywhere. I usually put it on my hand. You can put it on your shoulder, your back.
Here's where I put it, on his forehead.
We have done that too.
It would help him.
But there's nothing like it. It's all natural, and when you fuse all natural through your body, you feel amazing.
Hey, how's my D3 look that I caught today? I got a half hour of D3, do you know?
Well, I actually got 40 minutes of D3, and I felt great outside. We need it.
Well, I was actually out an hour and a half, but I don't want to promote that because a lot of people have cancer. And
Yes.
not that I'm that special, but I was out there an hour and a half. Because when I'm talking on the phone in Bethel Park, people are beeping at me because they see me getting some sun.
Sun is a good thing, though. We all need vitamin D.
20,000 IUs for every 20 minutes.
Absolutely.
So you doubled up. See, we're on the same wavelength here. My thing is, what else do you have there? Is that the secret sauce?
The capsules come specific for men or women. Everything else...
Give him the woman's capsule.
Everything else is unisex. The difference between the men's and women's is a caffeine level. There's a 10 milligram difference is the only...
Well, how do they get a hold of you if they like what they heard?
You can contact me on my website, which...
Do you mind telling them?
I don't mind at all. And I actually will share with anybody that's here tonight. I have brochures for you. It is Lisa564.Lavelle. Lavelle has a hyphen, LE-VEL.com.
Any other ways to get a hold of you by phone or
My
Facebook or anything else?
I am on Facebook as Lisa Palucci Donnelly. I will share my business cards with you all with my phone number, my email.
Okay. Well, we covered that. I don't know what else you're going to do. I just wanted some contact information because people might be interested.
Sure.
I'm always interested in it. I've read about your company. I've read about 30 other companies, and I've been doing this since I was 18 years old.
Good.
So,
Now, did you read the most important part about our company?
no, because the cost is not what I'm paying for the products that I have, and I don't want to sign anybody else up, just so you know.
Nope, I'm not looking to sign you up.
Okay.
The most important thing about our company is everybody can have the product for free by sharing with a friend. So that's how they've grown from 10 million to $500 million. And
Yeah, but somebody has to pay.
You pay for your first order, you never pay again. You share with two people and they order, your orders are free.
Yeah, but I've been in those type of things. I don't want to argue about it. It's a form of MLM, and you can tell me it's not, and that's part of what I don't bring to the show. I bring business people like yourself who've had success, and it's up to other people to make their own decisions.
Absolutely.
I made my decision on healthiness and what I do.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And I wish you good luck in all you do to your success.
How in the world did we get her here? We got an award-winning author. She's in the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. She's a boxing co-host, got a TV show on another network. Big hand for my business partner, Jody Velasquez in the house.
Jody, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
One thing your business partner forgets on every Pittsburgh Sportsline show, where's Bill Boyce at? We always get a promo with this.
I know, Al, you're so nice to me. Thank you.
Let's look for Bill. Don't blink your eyes.
That's hard for me. I blink.
I know, you're a little blinky there.
I know.
Hey, I was looking through this bag of goodies here.
Well, you said you like to give them away, so.
I do. Anybody, I want you to tell a little bit about it, but here's why I was digging deep. The latest edition of the Slick Move Guide.
Yeah, that's the latest edition. That's the one to get, definitely the updated one. Of course, the original one's good too.
Yeah, they never go bad.
No, they never go back.
I've read it front to back cover. Unlike, well, we can't keep talking about him. He's eating now.
He's been eating.
Oh, has he? I missed that.
Why are you trying to teach him about the pens?
I just can't. It's not going to work out for him.
No.
No. He just knows his football stuff. As you know, he's an expert, but
I
he's
didn't know
also.
he didn't know baseball though.
Oh, he doesn't have a clue on
I'm
baseball.
starting to feel better now.
Well, he doesn't know that was Teak Colby, and he was a great pitcher when they won the World Series. He sees the guy, look up top, you may not even know, that's Babe Ruth.
Uh-huh.
We're at
I'm
a place,
familiar.
okay, we're at a place, and Babe Ruth was looking down on us at the Park House over here on Northside, and he goes, hey, talking machine, Babe Ruth is looking over us, Pirate fans. I said, my man, he hit his last 3 home runs, even over the roof at Forbes Field. He's not looking over us. He was against us. So he does not know baseball. But he does know boxing.
But I don't.
Tell me about this. How do you start a show with one of the co-hosts that only knows how to do research?
You know what? It's a lot of fun. It's really the show with 2 boxing experts and the girl that does research.
You know what? I like that title. Is that what it actually is?
It actually is that. But, you know, they are real receptive to the ideas that I bring to the table and the questions I ask. So it works out kind of well.
Are you learning anything?
I am. I'm learning a lot. It's
Okay.
fun, yeah.
Well, how can you not have fun with
And we
Claudio
yeah.
and Smoking Jim?
Claudio's great. Claudio Rossano. He's
Yes.
yeah. So we have great guests on every week.
Hey, and where's this show even at? Because people think there's competition. I have nobody to compete with. Do your own show. Where's it at?
This is PCTV 21.
You mean right down the street here?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're in the city, you can see it on TV. But if you're not in the city of Pittsburgh, then you have to watch it online, which we.
I have watched it and it got better this year.
Yeah.
It was terrible last year. I would go on, the sound was terrible. I mean, the shows were excellent, but I couldn't see them. Now I can actually hear them live.
Yeah, and they remodeled their studio.
I was there.
Were you?
Matter of fact, I got so excited, Smoking Jim offered me a job there to have my own show.
Really?
Now I have my own show starting tomorrow.
So you're going to be with PCTV 21 too?
Yeah, I'm going to be a host of the show, the 5-minute talking machine interview from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Call in. It's unbelievable. How did I get rooked into this job? He's the producer.
Yeah,
and now I have to talk more.
And where's that going to be? Where are you filming that?
It's going to be a live show.
Yeah, at PCTV 21?
We're going right in the studio. We're going to use that 412-321-2288. And you can call in.
Very good.
Why do you? I'm not just the talking
Very
machine.
good.
We're doing this show, so I don't worry about how many shows you do. You could do 20 of them. God bless you.
Now, First and 10 with Smoking Jim and Jody. That's going to give you some competition.
I did. Hold it. I have to tell you, there is none. I did a first and 10 with Smoking Jim over 2 years ago, and I'm still getting feedback about the nice yellow polo that I wore. You didn't even know that.
Where is it tonight?
This is Pittsburgh Sportsline. This is what I found it here.
Okay.
I tried to help him out, and he didn't call me back.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I want to see that shirt.
I have it. You'll see me wearing it, definitely.
Wear it tomorrow
I still
night.
have it. I may.
And it's what? School bus yellow?
Yes. No, it's a little fancier. It's a polo yellow. You'll actually like
What's
it.
the difference between polo yellow?
You'll have to research that. You're a fashionista. You can't play dumb on me. You wrote a book.
Yeah,
You
and
revised the book. This was the original. And now you're trying to tell me no. Tell me about this
What
book.
is-
One quick short story.
This book will save you a lot of money if you're
Why?
relocating.
You need to talk
There's
to Pia.
great tips in there. Great
Okay.
tips that will tell you all
Give me
about-
3 tips.
Well, you need to condense all of your items. If you're moving and you want to save
Condense
money,
your items.
Condense, which means pack, it teaches you how
Explain
to
it
pack
how you would talk to Smoking Jim.
Oh, you don't want to name me. You don't want me to.
Okay. Tell me one more. Two more.
Okay, research your moving companies really well, and you need to get estimates from 3 companies so you can kind of barter.
I like that.
Yeah, you like to barter. don't
Yes.
you?
I meant both. That was a yes for both. And your third tip for our show here?
You don't have to go out and buy the expensive boxes, so I'll teach you how to get the boxes.
In the book.
Yes, everything.
Buy the book.
There's tons
Where do we
of,
buy it?
There's list charts. You can get it on Amazon.
Okay.
But buy it from Amazon.
Tell 'em
Prime.
exactly.
Don't buy it from where else? The Amazon
Okay,
website.
Amazon Prime.
Yes.
I didn't even know there were choices.
Yeah,
Amazon Prime for the Slick Move Guide. Today's the last day of that sale, but they're available every day. Go out and buy one. If anybody here would like one, I will give you one if you promise to use it or share it with somebody. How's that, Jody?
Now, if you're an athlete, you can get the athlete edition.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You got like 3 different types of
Yeah.
Slick Move Guides.
Exactly.
You're moving up in the world. I'll be wearing that yellow polo. Why don't you come into the studio tomorrow? I'll wear it. 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We'll give you a 5-minute interview tomorrow.
Nice.
No charge.
Okay. So what time?
I just said it. 3 o'clock to 4. That's why she works with Smoking Jim Frazier. I rest my case. There is no competition. This is Pittsburgh Sports Line.
Thanks, Al.
Thank you. Good
Thank
luck in all you do.
All right.
Please tell us your name.
Mike Demore.
Okay. And why did I bring you on the show? Do you know?
Because of my TKO.
Yes. He's a boxer. And he's going to be a Olympic champion someday. I can see it in your future. What do you think of that?
Seems about right.
You have to tell us how old you are.
I'm 13, turning 14 in like 2 days.
What? So we got you before your birthday here.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the Pittsburgh Sports Line birthday present. Do you want a Slick Move Guide? You plan on staying at home, right?
Yeah,
Well, you have a great dad,
that's right.
and your little brother's right here.
That's right, yeah.
What's his name?
His name is Matt.
Matt. Hi, Matt. You know we're not interviewing him. I want
Yeah.
to find out more. When did you start boxing?
Um,
Give me the honest answer. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10
About-
years ago?
2 years ago.
Why?
Because of my dad. And
What
my
did your
uncle.
dad do? He was trying to fight you?
No, he wanted to. I mean, he was a boxer, but he got in a car accident and he couldn't. Before his fight, so
He couldn't fight anymore.
yeah, he couldn't fight.
And I heard you had another relative, like a great uncle,
Yeah.
that was a fighter. You just showed me a picture. Can Matt bring the picture up?
Yeah.
Can he sit next to you and don't hit him?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Matt, thank you. Sit down here. Will you sit with us? Tell us your real name.
Matthew Demore.
Say that again. Okay, thank you. And this is the great uncle. Can we get a photo of that? We run a family show here, Smoking Jim, despite what you say. So they're allowed to stay up here. Here's the photo. Now, you started 2 years ago.
That's right.
What gym do you box out of?
Ray Schaefer's Boxing Association.
Is that Jose Carabello and his son, the third?
That's right, yeah.
They're great guys.
Yeah.
We've been there. We've seen them fight.
Yeah?
And they got you fighting pretty well.
Yeah.
Did they teach you anything?
Yeah.
I hope so. You just started 2 years ago. I need the truth. We talk about the truth here.
That's right.
How many fights have you had?
I've had 3 fights.
3 fights. And I assume you won them all.
Nah, no.
No! This is unbelievable. So you've actually lost, and you've come back from that.
Yeah,
What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, so now you won 1?
Yeah, I won 1, lost 2.
Get on. And you're a champ.
Yeah.
But that TKO was amazing.
Yeah.
Where did you get that power from? Maybe Matt knows. Did you see where he got his power from? Hold the mic.
Well, I have no idea.
Okay, we're not going to ask you any more questions.
He probably stored up his energy.
He stored up his energy. If they couldn't hear you, okay. So that just come out of nowhere. What did you hit him with?
I hit him with a straight right.
Because he went down.
Yeah, I mean, he flew across the ring. So.
Well, yeah, but he hit the ground to end the fight. That flying was like Superman, but I understand that. What do you weigh?
I weigh about 90 pounds right now.
Is that with the clothes on or not?
With my clothes on, I say probably about 93, but without my clothes, probably about 90.
That's a nice weight for you. And what do you see in your future? More boxing?
Well,
Because
yeah.
I said Olympics, so I'm just wondering.
Well, yeah, I want to go professional by the time I turn 18, so.
You got work ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it. Like, a lot of guys and girls don't like to run. Do you do any running?
Yeah, I actually did running about 2 days ago.
Whoa.
Homeschool.
Well, we don't listen to that homeschooling. Young Jose gets like straight A's, and he's not homeschooled. And he's a pretty good boxer, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
That's pretty good then. Well, see, I'm glad I got him on my side, a little Smoking Jim. No recruiting for Gateway. That'll be another day. Do you play any other sports?
No. I used to play baseball, but
What did you play? What position?
I played second and shortstop.
You must be pretty quick and have good hands.
Yeah.
Am I a good scout?
Yeah.
And you can hit too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got that covered. Well, good luck in your boxing.
Thanks.
What grade are you in school?
I'm in 7th, going into 8th.
Okay, so next year you'll be in 8th grade. You're closing out the 7th grade year, and you're going to box more next year.
Yep.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you for being on the show. Introduce yourself.
My name's Mike Demore.
And why did I bring you here?
Well, you wanted to interview my son and talk to him about his boxing career.
And I wanted to talk to you about boxing because Smoking Jim said you box.
Yeah, I used to box. I started out at Ray Schaefer's back in 86, 87.
Okay.
And trained there for a while, and then I trained out at Boys Park under Jimmy Savetic.
You got a connection to Jimmy Savetic,
Yeah.
don't we all?
Yeah, that's a long time ago, though.
I understand.
Yeah.
And did you enjoy the boxing?
Yeah, I did.
Well, wait.
I was about 139, and I moved up to 147. I think the divisions were different back then. Yeah.
And you were comfortable there?
Yeah. It was in real good shape.
Did you have any fights that you did fight or not?
No, I got in 2 car accidents week before both fights. So I
How
never.
does that happen? 2 car accidents?
Yeah, it was.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No doubt. Well, you have a great son there.
Thank you.
I mean, he lost 2 fights and he wins a fight where the kid goes almost out of the ring.
Yeah. Well, he fought back-to-back Saturdays, and he was a little flat this weekend. So he'll come back from that loss, and he'll be all right.
And that's your report?
That's my report.
Am I a little ambitious with the Olympics?
No, he's been talking. This is what he wants to do, and I support him. He's in good shape. He's athletic. I think he's going to do real well.
Well, I appreciate that. Anything else you want to add to this? Because I know I surprised you by bringing you on. But I did want to bring up a thing because cancer is like an epidemic, and you're a cancer survivor. And we're going to have a next guest is a cancer survivor also. But I wanted you to fill in a couple blanks on what happened to you, what your diagnosis was, and how you beat it, if you could.
Sure. Well, I noticed a bump on my tongue and went and had it looked at and biopsied. Luckily, I did it. It was cancerous, and I went 3 surgeries. They removed half of my tongue and took my lymph nodes out.
Did they say stage 3, 4, 5, or anything?
I think they said stage 3, but it was just
terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible. I went through 36 weeks of chemo and radiation, and this July I'll be out from it 3 years. So
no cancer,
Yeah.
cancer free.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that.
You're
God
welcome.
bless you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Take care. This guest has been on a couple times with our show. Matter of fact, about 3 times. Rich Canalina, come on up. Bring your dad up. Bring Rick up, please. And if he can't hear, yell at him, please. You guys share that mic when you're talking, and I'll do this for the PA.
Okay.
Tell them your name, sir.
Rich Cantalina.
Rick Cantalina.
Now that we got that covered, I'm going to interview you, not you right away. I got to talk some fighting here because you've changed up your style. You've done different things. You're in shape like I've never seen before. And he has a nice haircut. I mean, it's not like mine. I got mine shorter because he said, hey, Talking Machine, that's a pretty nice haircut you got.
I did. I had to compliment you. When I see a good haircut, I compliment it. So
he does that. He gives out advice like you can't believe. If you have a question about anything, and I mean literally anything, I thought I'm a good talker, but he actually picks specific subjects to talk about. Follow him on Facebook. I'm not going to discuss it here. I want boxing.
All right. You got it. Follow me on Facebook.
Yeah, tell him your name again.
Rich Cantalina. I'm on Facebook. I only have like 20 more friends left before I hit the limit, so get on there now.
I got 600. I'm catching up. I only been on 4 years. I'm lost.
You got it. You'll get there.
Okay, thanks. Now, with this new style, what gym are you fighting out of, or do you have a couple gyms? Tell people, because I get a little confused. I see all this action.
I recently switched from MMA to boxing in 1 year. So I still train at my MMA gym, which is Mark Cherico's MMA, which is in Robinson. And then I'm also at Con Greb Boxing, which is in Oakland. So I split my days there.
Hold it. You got two great gyms. I recommend them for people just asking me, where should I go?
Yeah, they're both great gyms. Especially the youth program at Cherico's is great for young kids growing up, and they have a great fight team there. And Con Greb accepted me for helping me with my boxing.
And they're awesome.
Yeah,
Mike McSorley's one of the best, let alone Mark Cherico, and all his coaches. His coaches out there are amazing. They're champions in every right.
Exactly, and Con Greb, they have one of the most positive environments I've ever been in my life. When you walk in the gym, everybody there is to help you, and you can help each other, and it's just great to be a part of that team.
And I see you're doing a lot of helping with kids and other people too. I appreciate. I saw you the other day taking some photos with the kids. You know, you're about helping these kids out.
Yeah, I believe we live in a very dark generation, and everyone wants to complain about the next generation, and these young kids are spoon-fed this and that, but no one's willing to help them. So my goal is, if we live in a dark world, I want to put light into these kids. I don't have much time between training and working. But
hold it. Tell them where you work, because you won't believe this. He shocked me when he told me what kind of job he has. Now, if you're all sitting, stay seated.
I'm actually a safety engineer for Mark West Energy. I help
build. Did you say safety engineer?
Yes, it's ironic, but safety engineer for Mark West Energy. But
here's the irony. Most guys that are engineers, and I hate to butt in, do not want to get hit in the head or hit somebody else in the head.
Yeah, it's very ironic, but it's my dream to do both. So.
And you're good at it right now.
I guess.
Excellent.
So. I guess
you won.
So far, so good. But
aren't you a Golden Glove champion?
That I am.
Okay. Well, nobody. What I wanted to share is, even though he's an engineer, that's a little ironic. It's his word. I call it a little extra crazy, but that's my opinion.
Crazy works. Crazy works. Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not normal, so I appreciate it. I'm not looking for normal.
Crazy. That's it.
And you see how I operate.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good now.
We're on the same page.
Definitely. But he's a Golden Gloves champion, and that can never be taken away. Once you win something like that, it's just awesome.
Yeah, it's my dad here took me since I was a little baby. I always remember like being 6 years old, standing at Golden Gloves, and it was always my dream to win Golden Gloves. And you know, that's a moment I'll cherish forever. My dad being able to corner me at that fight, it's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Nobody can ever take that away from me. And for this being my first year in boxing, I entered the hardest competition. I wanted the best guys, and that's what I got, and I came out on top. So
I know, and there was a lot of talk all year. I mean, we even had a little controversy on my show, which I didn't let go any further, because it was just a little crazy with a lot of testosterone, a lot of opinions. I always tell Smoking Jim, and I know I always make him a focal point here, because look, he is. How can he not be? He's a superstar. He's a legend. I say never let the facts get in the way of your opinions, because you can't have a good argument if you let facts in.
It's all facts.
Right. So that's what we try to do.
Exactly.
And as an engineer, you understand that.
I guess so.
I was being a little facetious. You can look it up. I have a dictionary.
Yeah, I need one of those for that word.
Wait, I do have a dictionary. I was given this from like 1909.
Wow. There's probably half the words probably aren't in here.
Well, here's what happens. A little drama here. Facetious. Wait. Facetious won't be in here. Okay?
All right.
So I can't use that.
Okay. I'll use Merriam-Webster's.
I like that. But Funkin' Wagnalls is one of my best. You got to check Funkin' Wagnalls out. Say that 3 times. No, never mind.
No, I don't want to do that.
It's a family show, as you can see.
Yes.
We bring a lot of different people up. We have some fun. You've been diving right into that. And I'm so proud of what you've done in a year, because I remember you at MMA in the cage. You were in great shape, but it was frustrating because there's so many things to it. You might be a good boxer, but then you have this thing called a ground game.
Yeah,
right?
I grew up wrestling actually, and I got frustrated with MMA. I felt like too many guys just wanted to lay on me for 3 rounds, and that's not who I was. And I said I would always quit before I'm a boring fighter. I'm there to sell tickets. I'm there to knock people out. I'm there to be exciting. And I felt like I had become a boring fighter, and I walked away from the sport because that's not who I am. So now I'm in the ring, and I'm going to start knocking people out again. And that's now you can't run from me. Now you can't take me down. Now you got to stand in front of me, and you're in the trenches, and I'm going to knock you out. That's just the way it is.
Well, I like how honest and frank you are. Those are all in the dictionary. Honesty's always been in there, just so you know.
It's probably in that one.
It is in that one. I've double-checked it. Because Smoking Jim is not always that way. He says he's an honest man. But I can't figure it out. I'm missing some gaps in his age, when he went to school, what number he actually had, what year it was. And he's been to Cal U, and he has many degrees. But I've never seen him.
Facts, not opinions. Facts.
I'm looking for facts.
That's right.
I found it with you, and it's rare that a guy. Tell them how old you are.
I am 26 years old.
Now, to do that at 26 years old, quit your MMA, then go to boxing like your dream is. That's just amazing.
Yeah, I have different goals right now. My first goal was to win Golden Gloves, and when I wrote my dad the letter to become my cornerman, I made a promise to him, and that was to become a Golden Gloves champion. But at the bottom, I said, this would be your first win as a cornerman, but one day you will corner me as a world champion in a world championship fight. And I know someday I will fulfill that promise. I'm going to be a world champion. Pittsburgh one day is going to have another world champion, and it's going to come right here. I promise that.
Well, you heard it right here on Pittsburgh Sportsline.
I got goosebumps.
He's done eating. Don't worry about it. He just finished that, and he bit his finger. Now, please introduce your dad here and what's going on in his life, because this is even more of an amazing story. Nothing away from you.
Yeah.
I admire what you're doing every day. Go ahead.
I appreciate that.
Both mics there.
I'll give you this one.
Well, we have to hear that on TV, so you're going to talk into both. It's confusing, but I figured you're smart enough.
We'll figure out. Yeah. I'll introduce my dad first. This is my dad, Rick Cantalina, and together we have. It's going to be hard for me not to get emotional.
That's all right.
We're on this journey together. My dad's battling cancer, and
take your time.
For Christmas, my family had a lot of medical bills, so we didn't give out gifts. So I made a promise to my dad. His gift this year was to corner me in.
Go ahead.
In my fight, and I
wrote a time out here a minute. Go ahead, please. I respect both.
I wrote him a letter that said, your gift this year for Christmas is to corner me in. I bought your cornerman's license for you, and from this day on, you're going to corner me in every fight, and that's what he's been there for.
And I've seen him.
Yeah, exactly. He does a great job. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to boxing,
and he's vocal a little bit.
Yeah, he's very vocal. He knows what he's talking about. But we made a promise to each other that my fight's his fight and his fight's my fight, and we're going to fight this as a family.
Tell him what he's fighting.
My dad. I'll let him talk.
Okay.
He can describe what he has.
All right.
So go ahead.
Thanks, Rich. Hand that mic to him, and I have to hold this to you.
I was diagnosed with close to what is pancreatic cancer, and
isn't that fatal?
Most of the times it is.
I've lost some friends when I worked at the Pittsburgh Press.
I lost 2 of my best friends and co-workers from the cancer last year. I kind of feel guilty a little bit. I'm the lone survivor out of 3 of my partners.
You're an inspiration. I told you're a hero of mine, because if I feel down a little bit, all I have to do is turn on one of the tapes that I have with this guy in the corner.
That's right. Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're in the corner. That's why I said it inspires me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've always been in his corner from when he was 50 pounds, started wrestling.
50 pounds?
Yeah.
I was a little kid.
He was a little.
I thought you were tall like this.
I was a little guy.
And he had the same attitude. My wife always says I always got
Will you mention her name? Because she's like a silent partner here.
Kathy Catalina's been married to her for 40-something years, since 73.
God bless you.
And she always said that I had a short man complex because I was always in fights and stuff. So it kind of rolled down to Richard.
Yeah, but now he's taller than you.
Yeah,
but the syndrome stuck.
I can
Does
still.
he hold his hand in his shirt like this?
Yeah.
Just
like
checking. I'm a history guy.
Yeah, he's
How
grown
about
up.
you?
I stayed the same.
Yes.
But
Very good.
you know what?
You get a prize.
I found out when he got me that cornerman's license, that was one of the greatest presents I could have, to be in his corner. He knows I always have his back, be in his corner.
How long have you been in boxing?
Well, I tried to box when I was
getting at.
Yeah, I boxed when
Napoleon?
I was in high school, a little bit in the Navy, but I was never.
So you
like
were in the
he is.
Navy?
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. But,
Where were you at in the Navy? What ship?
I was on 3 different ships.
Name them.
L.Y. Spear, the USS Sierra, and the USS Compass Island.
These are facts. Thank you.
Yes, facts.
Whoa. We'll cheer on that.
Cheers.
Okay.
But you know what? Without family and friends, I would have never made it through the cancer that I had, and the prayers that everybody had given me.
I was sending a lot on Facebook, and I
know
would tell
you
you
were.
in person each time, because
Yes.
I believe in that. You
And-
need
and
that
I do
positive
too.
influence no matter what.
Yes,
no matter
I do.
what they tell you.
And you know what? It's like in a ring. If I always tell them, you get a chance, you get knocked down, you come back up. I try to
Get
fight.
back up again. Isn't there a song?
That's
right.
it.
Get back up.
And but when you're fighting cancer, you got to fight every day of your life. As that young man over there knows too. And
many others here that
there's-
watch our show, too.
That's it. There's no second place when it comes to that. Either you're a winner or you're a loser.
And you're dead.
And that's right.
Life's over as we know it.
When you look at your family and your friends, and I can't tell you how many people that have prayed for me, and the benefits that my great friends have done for me, that it shows you there's a lot of good in this world still.
There's some positive energy.
Yes, there
and we're
is.
tapping into it.
That's right.
And I go to bed every night, and I thank God for the day that He gave me to be with my family and friends.
Rick, it's great to have you on this show.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I know it's tough to talk about this stuff,
It is.
you know, and I know it's hard to go through it. I've had family and friends that have gone through it and not all survived.
Yes.
So I do understand.
Yes, and you know what? The people, the medical field that saved me, I can't
What
say enough.
hospital have you gone
I
to?
was-
Mention that.
I was at Allegheny General.
Yes.
And from the nurses to the cleaning lady to the
The
doctors.
cleaning lady.
I made good friends with everybody. They took so much care of me.
You're not such a bad Napoleon complex
No,
guy.
no.
Where's your wife at? Get up here. No.
But
I like it.
I tell you what, they saved my life, and I can't thank enough. And I'm very humbled right now because I've never asked anybody for anything in my life, and he'll tell you that. I've
believe
done things myself all my life, and I've brought my family along with no help. But when it comes to this, it's just like you need help.
I'm going to interrupt you. You raised a good son,
Yeah,
and it
I have a
shows.
great
It
son.
shows what you taught him
Yep.
because of the respect and his action. Like he could just talk, because a lot of these guys call him out for talk.
Right.
But I go by his actions. What he's done in the last year in the ring, let
Yes.
alone what he's done with you. This is why I had to have him back.
Right.
And he asked if I could bring my dad.
Yeah.
I said, you have to.
Thank you. But
I'm honored to have you on here, and I want to thank you. And we'll bring you back again, maybe next
thank
year
you.
with fights.
Thank you.
Because this young man's going to grow and get stronger.
Yeah, and you'll see me in the corner.
I know that.
And his sister,
I'll say hi to you each time.
His sister and my granddaughter now are some of his biggest fans. She's only 6 and she won't miss one of his fights now.
Well, that's how you grow the fan base. I
That's
like
it.
your style.
Yep.
You guys are slick.
Yep.
That's a nice
We
way
get
to
a
do
little bit
it.
at a
Give him the
time.
mic now. He said,
very much.
you just stay right here, please. What do you think? He's stronger than I thought. And he's trying not to talk me. You notice I tried to
yeah,
shut
you got him. You got him.
You
You're
notice
still a
I
talking
tried
machine.
to shut him down a little
yeah,
bit.
you have to, but you're the talking machine.
Okay,
you're good.
'cause he was getting within 300 words of me.
Too close. Too
I
close
started
for
to get a
comfort.
little nervous.
Too
'cause
close.
He was actually on a very nice roll.
Yeah. Too close for comfort.
Exactly. You see how I operate, but thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Anything else you want to bring up here? It's your time right now.
I'm actually proud to announce I will be headlining my first show here in Pittsburgh and Lawrenceville, July 23rd for Pinnacle Boxing Championships. Me and my good friend, who's also a Pittsburgh Sportsline member here, Greg the Lumberjack Rudolph, will be the main event.
No way.
Yeah.
And you're announcing it tonight.
it.
Oh, man.
Right here. You
Thank
heard it
you.
first.
Whoa.
Right
Right here.
Sportsline,
Another.
July 23rd.
Wow.
Main event, co-main event, me and Greg Rudolph.
At the
We'll be taking
Teamster
over.
Temple?
That's it. That's a good show, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Yep.
And now look at these two stars.
And I'm not going to make any promises, but it might be the last time you see us lace them both up as amateurs. You know, it's about time. I need to make some money and pay my. We have a lot of medical bills in this family, and that's another reason why I'm going to be a world champion. I got something behind me that all these other guys that are fighting and training don't have, and I got medical bills to pay for this family.
Yeah.
And when I'm a world champion someday, this family won't have medical bills to worry about.
I wish you the best of luck. I appreciate all you do. Thanks for announcing that earth-shaking world record first announcement.
You got it, yeah.
The Teamster Temple. I can't wait. That is, say the date again.
July 23rd, Teamsters Temple, Pinnacle Boxing Championships. Greg Rudolph, Rich Catalina, main event, co-main event. We're taking over.
I like it. A Pittsburgh takeover.
That's it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Al.
You're welcome. Anytime.
Thank you very much.
Stay healthy. And I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Even our fans that come out. Rosemary, who has a boat now. Woo! Look at her shoes. And Jer, she got away from an appointment. She was on a huge appointment, and she come to our show because she wanted to hear Smokin' Jim Frazier give a nice opening dialogue. Look how happy they are. And thanks to everybody else. Appreciate my daughter coming out here, Casey. And no, she didn't bring cupcakes because you didn't buy any yet. You can get them. Contact Casey, Designer Cupcakes. So we're going to say goodnight. Appreciate the host, Atria's PNC Park. We'll be back in June. I think June 13th we'll be back for another show. And we just like the atmosphere. And that Talking Machine Big Mouth Burger, that was pretty good. I enjoyed mine. I got to tell you that much. It's only available at Atria's PNC Park. They have appetizers and you name it. And I want to end the show like I always do. Thanks for watching us. We appreciate you, and stay Joey strong.
And for those of you in Bethel Park that don't know me, I am Mr. Bold, one of the many stars here at Bethel Park TV, Channel 7. I hope that the folks in Bethel Park understand what we have here in the way of BPTV, the asset that the television station, the public television station, is to the community of Bethel Park. For Mr. Bold personally, one of the things that I would like to do, and I've talked to Dave about this, is a show gearing itself towards veterans. And I would throw out an invitation to the veterans in our audience here in Bethel Park or around the South Hills. If you want to contact Dave Cable here at the station and let them know that you would be willing to share your experiences, especially the World War II veterans who are losing here at an alarming rate, and pretty soon there's not going to be many of them left. I would love to get them on TV if they would be willing and interview them.